Today I want to share some HMI development work Garmin is doing for its factory-installed automotive infotainment head units. In this overview, I'll briefly explain our new design choices, show you the latest version of the HMI, and show you objective driver distraction test data. Last year at CES, we introduced the first illustration of our Lenexa HMI design. As phones have moved to touchscreens, so have infotainment controls. We believe infotainment controls should be more like video game controllers. In gaming, you can't afford to look down to find buttons. You should be able to feel them. The same is true for automotive. This is the way automotive controls used to be, but today important functions are often placed in the touchscreen, requiring drivers to look down to locate a button, often with multiple steps to find the needed control. Let's take a look at our latest prototype. With the new design, we've moved from 4 knobs to 2, both to shrink the space used on the dash and simplify the design. While we still have the appearance of 2 screens, it is actually a single display functioning as 2, an upper touchscreen and a lower non-touch display. The lower display supports the knob functions, while the upper display is primarily for touch features used while the vehicle is not moving. Navigation is now entirely supported in the upper screen because its frequency of use is different than the media player and communications functions. As this chart illustrates, drivers interact with those features throughout the drive on almost every trip. But with navigation, you select a destination at the start of a trip, and driver interaction is minimal. Now let's look at the actual prototype. The non-touch display between the knobs shows dedicated media player and communications information. The larger display above it is a touchscreen. It primarily supports navigation, but sometimes works with the lower display to show media and communications data, as you'll see in a moment. Here are a few features you can quickly access with the knobs. The media player knob changes tracks or fast forwards without glancing down. With a bump down and a rotation of the knob, I can switch to any onboard or connected audio source. And the upper display shows information when more space is needed, such as when I want to change my playlist. The communications knob provides quick access to recent calls, text messages, and basic call functions. Drivers can even view their favorite contacts or access their phone's full contact list. But how do we know this design is more effective than other infotainment HMIs? In our driving simulator, we used NHTSA's testing guidelines to compare driver distraction when using Lenexa versus HMIs that are primarily touchscreen. Participants were asked to complete 10 tasks while driving. They were given ample time to become familiar with both systems and the requested tasks. Data was gathered to compare the systems based on the time the driver's eyes were off the road, total task time, and various measures of cognitive load and usability. As you can see from this chart, Lenexa significantly outperformed CarPlay across all tasks by a factor of 4 on average. Additional testing data is available upon request. For more information on this and other Garmin automotive OEM innovations, please go to garmin.com/infotainment or email us at the address on the screen. Thank you.